Hey, I'm just getting started. All right, what's up, Tiff? I'm just gonna go. Everybody can just watch the playback. I just wanted to do it live so that I can get it done in one. Didn't have to record it and then have to edit it and then have to do it again later. I was gonna do this and TikTok live at the same time, but we just got back from the urgent care with Kyla, so I just had to like set up really quick. She has an ear infection. She's fine, but usually when her fever spikes, we freak out because she had a seizure. So we just got back from the urgent care. Okay, let's get started. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel where I do weekly pick a card readings that challenge you to explore all things growth. And this is our full moon in Virgo reading. I am a Virgo, so this is my month. These are your decks. Just take a deep, mindful breath in. Make sure your lungs fill completely. We have 4 separate piles here. This is as bright as it's going to get because I can't put my flash on for some reason. This is pile 1. Pile 2. Pile 3. We got the yoni egg. In pile 4 with the selenite heart. Again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take a deep breath in. And we're going to start over here with pile number 1. Make sure to go in my description for information for my retreat. And make sure you are not being followed by scammers. Only follow things that are linked to my website, please. And this channel. If it's not linked to this channel or the hoodrathippie.com, it's not me and you are being scammed. I do not DM people for readings. I don't do that shit. All right, we are starting with pile number 1. This is your full moon in Virgo energy reading. I haven't done a pick a card in a hot second. Card number 1. Boundaries. 2. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. We have will. We have boundaries. Well, pile one. Well, and we got a 4 on deck, meaning stability or maybe lack thereof. We need to be setting up some boundaries. We definitely need to be cutting people off. Our throat chakra is all the way blocked. Somebody's not speaking their full truth here, or somebody's not telling the truth. That's my ball. I'm sitting on a yoga ball, so you're going to hear that. You're going to hear that noise. All right. So we got blue here. We got blue in the background here. We got the blue moon right here. So that's the throat chakra. Some lies are being told around you, or you're not telling your full truth. We definitely have to be setting up boundaries. So with these boundaries, you have to be speaking up for yourself when people are trying to outstep. Let me get some more cards on the table. Release control, first quarter moon in Taurus. So some of us are being stubborn. We know who we're supposed to be setting these boundaries up for. Some of us, it's because of a job, and man, there's poor communication. It's like you just don't even want to speak up on it. I feel like this situation can be changed if we just talked about it. But somebody's being hard-headed with this Taurus energy over here. We got boundaries on the table twice. We got all this blue shining up at us. I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. Yeah, so some of us aren't speaking our full truth here. Some of us need to speak the fuck up. Some of us need to just open our damn mouths and speak up what we want, our truest desires here. Some of us are faking the funk right now. We got this mask on right here. So we are not showing our true colors, and we're afraid. Why are we afraid? And I feel like you have been getting signs. Someone's been telling you to put up this boundary or to speak your full truth about how you truly feel. Either it's your higher self or someone around you. But the communication is whack because one, you're hard-headed and you're not really listening because of this fear. And it's like it's not only you holding stuff back, the people around you are holding stuff back as well. The full truth isn't being told on both ends. Part of you really wants to tell the truth and just be outward, but the other half of you is just afraid. You know what you have to do here. Somebody's got to go. And you know what? It doesn't even have to be like a cut them completely out type situation. You could just have to set up boundaries and just be firm and not let them take advantage of you. If you don't, it's just, it's something repetitive that you're going through too. And you're going to keep on going through it unless you speak up about it. Whether it be at work, whether it be in a relationship, you're going to keep going through the cycles. We got cycles here, and we have the infinite right here. That infinite cycle amongst the boundaries. So you're lying to yourself, lying to the people around you. The people around you is lying. Everybody's lying. Nobody's telling the truth. Everybody's being stubborn. Everybody needs to sit down and communicate properly before shit just starts going up in a flame. We got flames over here. We got flames over there. I'm going to flip 2 more cards to see what that's about because it's bothering me, that fire and that fire there. Individuality. Oh, our spirit guide came back. They came back. Coming through. So somebody is talking to you. We got an 11, so 2 with the 4. We got a 7. Amethyst. Intuition. Calmness. Insight. Okay. Of course, with the blue, that's highly intuitive, but you're blocked by fear and you not being completely honest with the people around you, whether it be about your health or something. It's too many energies in this pile for me to pinpoint what the fuck it is. If it was a personal reading, of course, I would be able to. But there's something about yourself that you're not letting out. Some of y'all are faking the fuck. You're not faking the funk. You're not being your true selves. You're not being your true individual selves. You got that mask on. And it's going to keep on happening with the cycles. It's going to keep on happening until it just all goes up in a flame, because nobody's telling the fucking truth. And with this intuition, we got calmness right here. We have her getting centered right there. Some of us are going to have to get used to being alone for a little bit. Because until we separate ourselves from that energy that keeps putting you through these fucking cycles, man, this word insight, with all the lies that are being told, with all the truths that are being held in, you have to start asking the tough questions, or you have to start telling the fucking truth. Some of you, it's about your health, because it's green. Some of you, it's about your mental health, with the amethyst and the green together. And that's okay to ask for help. But communication is the motherfucking key with this power right here. With the sword, with the blue, you have to start communicating. You have to start being okay with being alone and being okay with being yourself and expressing that. There's a lack of expression, and it's because of the fear. We're going to embrace our individuality. I unleash my wildest and choose to be free. Some of y'all need to set some shit free, because you're holding it right there in your belly. You can feel it. You're burning up inside. We got that amethyst on deck for that crown chakra. Third eye chakra for your intuition. So let's go within. Let's make sure we're okay with the truth first, because somebody's in denial here. Let's be honest about these boundaries that we have to set up, because 2 cards on the table from 2 different decks with the word boundaries. We have to start embracing our individuality, trusting in our intuition, and not being afraid to express ourselves about what we truly want and need. Some of us were hiding the fact that we may be a little unhealthy physically or mentally, and that's not something you can fucking hide. That's not something you should be going through alone. That's something you definitely have to share with someone, if not a physician or a friend, somebody trustworthy. There's a lack of trust here with all this motherfucking blue on the table. No trust within yourself. No trust in these guys that are right there talking to you. across the board. You don't trust her, so she don't trust you. All that shit. When y'all just need to turn to each other and chit-chat, communicate. What the fuck is up with the poor communication in this pile? It's whack. And it's all underlined by fucking fear. We need to get together, pile one. All right, that's your pile. If you chose this pile, there's something within that needs to get the fuck out. Pile number 2. Crescent moon. This is your full moon in Virgo energy reading. Get right into it. Fertility. A personal issue reaches a resolution. Full moon in Cancer. Ooh, the emotions. Gratitude. Last quarter moon. We got a 5 on the table, meaning things are changing. Some of us have been having issues with fertility. And it's like a, almost like a generational thing. Like, some of you were hard to have for your own mothers, and now you're kind of having that issue. But times are changing for y'all. Times are changing. Look, we got seeds of life. Holy shit. Somebody's having some babies. Somebody's business is blossoming and blooming. But the only way that this can just like really bust out is if we have gratitude for where we are right now. Always with that bullshit. That gratitude. So if we want to manifest this fertility, this abundance, we always have to dwell in gratitude here. So that seems to be the only thing that you have to do. Because with this full moon in Cancer and this a personal issue reaches a resolution, it looks like you're coming out of a tough cycle. And it was an emotional one. But we can't stay in that place. We can't stay in that place because with this 5 on the table, seeds of life, miracles, oneness, potential. Ooh, boy. This is the pile right here. Good, because pile number 1 was irritating me. Okay, so we have the festivities in the background. We have love in the air for pile 1. Whatever this personal issue is, it's going to be over soon. Some of us, it does have to do with fertility. We have to believe in those miracles. Miracles, oneness, potential. We got that earth sign. We got all this earthy goodness right here, that self-love. I hope we are dwelling in gratitude. I hope we are dwelling in gratitude so that manifestation can hit us sooner. There's so many stars on this table. So many stars. Look at the stars twinkling in the back right there. All the stars twinkling in the back right there. And all the stars twinkling in the back right there. So somebody just needs to be very precise. Very precise about what it is they want to manifest. Get off the motherfucking fence. Just pick a star and aim in that direction and don't lose fucking focus. We're doing this for generational reasons. We're doing this for all this abundance that we're trying to manifest. We're about halfway through this tough cycle. I want to say a little bit more than halfway through because we have that last quarter moon here. So we're just don't take your eye off the motherfucking star pile too. You can't take your eye off the fucking star. Because with your emotions, it's easy to do that. It's easy for you to dwell in some low vibrational shit. Especially those of us that are going through this fertility shit. That's some bullshit. I hope we're not going through that alone. I hope we're connecting. Just expect the change. Expect the miracles. Know that miracles happen every day, every single fucking day. Miracles are normal. Miracles are as normal as us taking a breath in and out. So you just have to expect those miracles to come and just accept them because they coming, baby. Answers. A personal issue reaches a resolution. That's dope. Ooh, answers within too. And it says oneness over here. So some meditation is needed. Some stillness and some silence. Some you time. Ooh, look at all those crows. Yeah, so somebody's trying to talk to you. Somebody's trying to connect with you. Somebody's trying to connect. Not just one, but a few. Like your ancestors are coming fucking through. But it seems like they just can't get a moment with you. Because of that lack of focus, all these stars in the sky. You being on the fence, wishy-washy. Not making a decision and just standing firm with it. And just focusing on that. Our head is in too many directions. And our head tends to dwell in low vibrational shit. So once we refocus, once we know that end result, once we expect that miracle to just happen, then our guides will be able to connect with us better. And the answers are just going to start flooding in. Look at all those birds back there. Look at all the birds. Relax. Yeah, you're trying to force something. You're trying to force something. And this abundance is just right outside of reach. Like I said, you're more than halfway past this rough cycle. More than halfway through. But because you won't relax, because you're trying to force things to happen the way that you expect them to happen, and not giving in to the potential of how things could happen, and not really in that disconnect from your ancestors there. Like they are hollering. But somebody's that focus. What are you focusing on right now? That word focus is being shouted at me with all of these stars twinkling. Are you putting yourself first? Do you know that you are the star? That you are that beacon of light? Or are we just letting our mind dwell in low vibrational shit? My dreams reveal that magic is real and anything is possible. Fucking miracles. Fucking A. I was just saying that shit. Shit. I was just saying that shit. So, once you make that decision and stop, it's the lack of trust that keeps you on that fence too. It's the lack of trust that it's actually going to happen or it's actually happened or that you have it already. So that's why you're on the fence. You're like, oh, it hasn't happened yet, so maybe I'm asking too much. Maybe I should change my manifestation, or maybe I should ask something. Something is keeping you wavering instead of standing firm and staying focused and knowing what the end result is. It is already all the things that you truly desire. We got more little twinkling stars in the back there. More over here. Direction, 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 and focus. Pile number 2. In that belief. Some of us have lost hope. And that's okay. Shit, we all do that shit. But we got to get back on that horse. Summon. Look at those stars. Look at those stars. Bitch, I told you you was the star. I told you you were the star. Look at you creating. Creating the life that you truly desire. Look at this celebration over here. We have fertility. Personal issue reaches a resolution. We have gratitude, which we should be dwelling in. Answers are coming because we're going to sit our ass down and connect with these guides that are trying to come through. And then that belief and that hope will come back because that miracle is there. It's happening. It's already happened. It's already done. It's done. Nearly there. Got a little sliver there. Same with this moon right there. Like, now is not the time to give up on your hopes and your dreams. Now is not the time. If you need some help to get yourself out of this hump, don't be afraid to ask for some. But look at these miracles and this shit that's happening. You need to redirect your focus back into your dreams and back into yourself. That is pile 2. That is pile 2. Good luck on that fertility, that abundance, all that jazz. Believe, believe, believe. Pile 3 with the yoni egg. This is your full moon in Virgo reading. Get right into it. Feminine. Lady Goddess. Time to breathe it out. Disseminating moon. Balance. Some of us are over consuming. Doing the most. Pile 3. Something's coming to an end, pile 3. Family. First quarter moon, honor your feelings. Okay. So some of us need to connect with our loved ones here. There isn't enough balance between work and disconnection, or whatever it is that you're over consuming. Some of us are doing the most to where there's a disconnect with our family here. Some of you need to tell your family what you're feeling right now. And I don't feel like it's anything bad. I feel like you think it's worse than it is. Some of you guys need to come out. Some of you guys just need to tell the truth about some shit to your family. And it's not as bad as you think it is. Some of you guys need to embrace this divine feminine. And some of y'all just need a fucking vacation. But we need to take this break and breathe it out before some bridges are burned here with our family. Because somebody in the family has a fear of abandonment. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if it's the kids. Again, there's a lot of energies for this pile. But we need to communicate. After you have sat down and take time to breathe it out. Honor your feelings. You aren't feeling heard in your relationships and in your family. You're feeling left out. You feel alone even when you're together. And they need to know that. They need to know that you feel like you're doing everything by yourself. They need to know that you feel like you're not getting enough support. They need to know that you feel like you're going batty sometimes. But you have to sit and breathe it out and think about how you're going to present that to them. Because it has to be said, you can't keep holding it inside. You can't keep giving. It's going to age you faster than anything. The stress is just going to wear you down. You feel like you have to do everything to keep everything together. And you do. And that's shitty. That's not okay. That's not okay to be the only dependent or the person that they depend on. Someone else or some people else needs to step their game up. And that needs to be said with kindness and clarity. That, hey, look, I'm drowning over here with all these responsibilities. Could you take some of this shit off my fucking plate? Or could you not call me every time y'all are in some shit because I got my own shit over here? You need a vacation. You need to tap into this feminine. Somebody needs some sex in their life. A lot of it. So after you've taken this break, after you've walking away, and because you can't communicate from the space that you're in, because it's not clear. You can't speak with clarity when you're speaking from anger or frustration or from burnout. Or feeling the lack of love. You need hugs too. You need saving too. You need people to tell you that it's okay as well. You need that shit too. You can't be the one and only motherfucker doing that shit for the whole fucking family. I honor the natural process of growth and transformation. The natural process. I love this growth. Look at that. That transform. Beautiful. So there's something within yourself that you're not honoring. There's some growth within yourself There's like an identity issue, you not taking accountability for setting up these boundaries that you need to set up, or taking all this bullshit that you take all the time. There needs to be some stability here. Complicated. Yeah. And it's because you're making it that way. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, Pile 3, but it is. Because you're not clear in the way that you communicate or the way that you receive information. So on both sides, the communication is poor. You need a break so that it's not so complicated. So you can get out your head out of the fog here. You need more of this and less of this. You just doing everything blindly, and look at how rapidly it's aging you, because you don't have a balance, because you are doing the most, because things need to change. That shit needs to stop. Lavender, relief, worthiness, tranquility. Worthiness. So you do all of the things to feel worthy when you already are. You're running the motherfucking show. You don't have to be everything for everybody just to feel worthy. And when you set these boundaries up, when you're like, oh, I need a break, I'm going to take a fucking break, just me by myself, whoever gets mad, fuck them. When you sit there and you think about that, and you're like, oh, they're mad because I'm taking this time to myself so I don't go fucking cuckoo and punch somebody. They're angry at that. That's who you know you need to set a boundary up for. That's who the wall needs to come up with. Because if you communicate from a place of love, hey, I need a break because I do everything for everyone. I need a break, some time to myself. If you communicate that from a place of love, everyone should communicate back with love, going, go, please take this break. We need you to be 100% fully yourself. You need you to be your best self, just like they need you to be your best self. But you can't keep pouring yourself into this family if you're not getting shit back. And they need to be okay with you needing this time to yourself. They need to be okay with that. They need to be okay with this transformation that you're going through, because shit is going to change. You're going to start putting your foot down more. You're going to start saying no more. You give so much love, but you need to start receiving it. You need to start putting your hand out more. This rose back there. So stop making it complicated. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be that complicated. You're the one making it complicated by not just saying, hey, I need a fucking break. I need a vacation. I need this time to myself. I need at least 20 minutes throughout the fucking week to myself. And everybody better be okay with that shit. And you need to be okay with it too. You can't be spending that 20 minutes feeling guilty that you're sitting alone, trying not to go crazy. Because that's where you're going to drive yourself is absolutely nuts. Head in the clouds. All right, Pile 3, we're going to be honest with our family about our inner feelings. We're going to be grounding ourselves for this transformation. Some of y'all, it's a spiritual awakening. You got to be prepared for that. Okay, that is Pile 3. Worthiness is the key word here. Stop doing everything for everybody. Pile 4, Selenite heart. This is your full moon and Virgo energy reading. We're just going to get right into it. Intonation. I'm sorry, initiation. Spirit. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Fear. Oof. Huh. Clarity. Okay. Some of us are dredging up some old shit. Some of us are dredging up some old shit. And it's some habitual stuff. So it's like something that your parent used to do and their parent used to do. And man, it's unfortunate that you're having to be the one to have to break this bad habit. You could be a little overprotecting sometimes because of fear. Like this bubble here and this bubble right here. There's some past trauma in this pile, and it's seeping into some fucking future trauma if we don't be careful with this overprotecting. We have to be able to release, not only with just the family, but our fears. There's something that you don't know. And I need more cards. Push through any insecurities. I love myself completely and unconditionally. I don't like this energy. I don't like how you have your back turned here and your back turned here. The only area where you're facing forward is the one with this fear, and you being controlled by that fear. Look at you being, it's puppet strings here. So you focusing on that fear is blocking this clarity here. And most of that fear comes from some insecurity and a lack of love for yourself. In this, it's a beget type thing. Because that initiation thing, word keeps staring at me and screaming at me. So again, it's something that you're going through, a parent has gone through, their parent has gone through. And we have to break this curse here. You have to get clear on what your role is. Because everything is all over the place because you're in such a bubble of fear. There's a little bit of depression going on, some guilt, and only you can set yourself free from this. You're trying to protect someone's feelings or something, but in doing that, you're just fucking your own. So you're fucking the whole thing up by trying to protect. Denial. Denial. New moon, openness, hope, new beginnings. Okay. This card is where all the trouble is. This card right here, this fear. This fear. We have openness, hope, and new beginnings. And those new beginnings can't come in when we're afraid of everything. We're trying to protect ourselves from stuff. We're trying to protect everybody else from things. Or when we're not open to these opportunities that come in because of fear. There was a parent before you that had potential but didn't follow their hopes and dreams because of fear. And their parent did that too. They did not follow they made choices based on fear, and they were stuck with that. So they were either stuck with a partner that they didn't really want to be with, or they were stuck with a job they didn't really want to be with for the rest of their motherfucking lives. Push through any insecurities. Moon in Cancer. New moon in Cancer. First quarter moon in Cancer. Both emotional last moons. Back setting aflame this fear that we're deep in denial about. We're in denial about the lack of self-love. We're in denial about this trying to protect thing. You have to start being more open. You have to start being more hopeful and less fearful. Because I feel like opportunities come, but you push them away because of fear. Not everything is a scam, or not everything is too good to be true. You need to educate yourself more. You need more world experience, not sheltered experiences. There's a lot that you don't know, and that's where that fucking fear comes from. You need to educate yourself more. You need to be open more to change, to yourself, to this blossoming individuality. I love myself completely and unconditionally. You got conditions. You got conditions. And you need to get rid of those conditions. New moon, openness. So we're going to get rid of this fear. We're going to get out of this bubble. We're going to stop thinking that everything is out to get us and everything is a scam, or everything is too good to be true, or we're just not worthy of whatever. Because all that shit's fucking blocking you. Get out of that fucking bubble. Get out of this denial and break this fucking repetitive curse that's been happening. It's a repetitive thing. If some of you have kids, You have to ask yourself, is this the life I want for them? Do I want them to live this deep in fucking fear all the time? Trying to control everything when really we're the ones being controlled. Ain't that about a bitch? You think you're controlling, but you're not. You're just putting out little fires because you're afraid all the time. And it's not your fault because, again, it was passed down to you. Once you get clarity, once you get out of denial that this is an ancestral curse that you're going through and get out of that victim mode or that woe is me or whatever the fuck that's got you down, it's going to pass down again. And everybody's just going to be fearful and not living their dreams or not being honest. Staying in this bubble, thinking that you're safe. You think you're safe in that fucking bubble. You thought you were safe with this cage. Nobody's in the fucking cage. So let's be clear with ourselves. Let's be honest that we are fearful. Let's be honest that we think everything is out to get us or nothing can really happen for us or wherever it may be, because those emotions is where it's at. Cancer moons. That's emotion. We're letting them get ahead of ourselves. And that's what's fueling that fear. So be very open to these new beginnings. Let's start loving ourselves more, Pile 4. And that change will come. All right, that is Pile 4. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on TikTok. I'll be live more there just because there'll be like hundreds of people in the lives. So follow me there. Go in the description. Get some more information about my retreat. Until next time, you guys have a wonderful day and always be mindful of your growth.